Oh, hello. Is this thing on? Let's see. Okay, I'm so new to this interface, so give me a second. How do I move my... Oh, frick. Okay, I got this. I can do it. I can do it. Oh, I know. We're gonna minimize it? No. Do this. This. Yeah. And then... There we go. Good morning. 早上好 is what I should say. 早上好. Good morning, everyone. How's it going? Sorry, I'm just putting up my... Here, I might make that a little bit smaller. We don't need the chat to be that big. We made it. You guys, we made it. We are in China, and we are live. Here, I'll show you. From an empty hotel. There. Empty. There's no one here. Why? Because it's 5 a.m. So, here, I'll show you the other side. That's what's behind me. Yeah, I was thinking I'd just go live because I can't sleep. My sleep schedule's absolutely fucked, if you can't tell. Oh my god, Hero, hello! Yes, I am in China. 欢迎光临. That means welcome. Yes, we're in Beijing right now. So you could say, what's up, Beijing? It's one of my channel point redeems. What's up, Beijing? That one, exactly. Now, can you, okay, wait, oh shit.
You are this universe, and you are creating at every moment.
Hero, you are so sweet. Thank you. Oh my god. Wow. You are so nice. How's it going, my friend? I haven't seen you for a bit. I mean, it's mostly because I've been preparing to leave, so sorry I haven't been able to stop by your streams. How's your search for the S rank in Sonic Racing? Just been tired. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, feel free to talk to me about anything if you'd like. Hi, Refly. Oh my god, everyone's here. Good morning. Yes, 5 a.m. Here, let me show you. Look, there's no one here. I was thinking about walking around and showing you guys around the hotel. You guys want to do that? And then I also have a few things we can discuss if you want. So I'm just going to walk obnoxiously around the hotel with my selfie stick. Luckily, it's 5 a.m., so I'm not too embarrassed. Because, you know, if it wasn't 5 a.m., then everybody would be staring at me. So, which we don't want. We don't want attention on me. Are those art expedition? Here, I'll show you. Let's go on a little tour, shall we? Look, what do we have here? By the way, I did ask for permission to film in here, and they said yes. But also, there's literally no one here. So we have a nice little vase here. Let's see if I can read it. I cannot. My Chinese reading ability has drastically. Look at these, they look like eyes right here, you see that? I kind of love it, actually. There's the eyes, there's the tits. No, it's very cool. They've got like a whole art exhibit here. So this is the Beijing Hotel. So it is, maybe, what do you think? What do you think? Which one? Well, you know, a lot of things are different. So, time is different for sure. Okay, I'm gonna go over here this way. Whee. You guys want to see my face or I'm not sure if you would rather see my face, my beautiful face, or the hotel. Now that is a tea container. I know, right? Yeah. Here, I'll show you. They've got this beautiful, like, they got palm trees in here. They got, I feel like I show speed right now, you guys. Except I'm not yelling. I'm not yelling the whole time. I unfortunately, I'm incapable of yelling. And also, I think I would die. I would spontaneously combust if I made a fool out of myself in a foreign country. Oh. Oh, I like this one. What was going on here? Yeah, Chinese pottery, I know. So cool. I love it. I really wish I could read it, but I cannot. It says 中国牛, so the Chinese bowl. I can read that part. And then it says 多平, so that's porcelain. No, I can't. I cannot. I can't possibly. Hi, Mia. Oh my gosh. Hi, Mia. How's it going? Welcome to my stream. I am currently in China. We are live. It's 5 a.m. and so we're just walking around my hotel, hanging out. We love talking about philosophy on this stream, so feel free. If you have any philosophical question, if anyone ever has any philosophical question, feel free to ask. I'm an open book. I know. You finally made it. Oh, well, welcome. Welcome. Is the hotel also shaped like a vase? No. Well, I haven't checked, you know? But here, it is quite grand. So I'll show you like some of the history. There's like a little museum place. But this is the Beijing Hotel, and so it's basically China's first 5-star hotel. And a lot of, oh, Sonia, hello. Hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. We are here at 5 a.m. in China, hanging out and talking about, so a lot of important meetings between leaders have occurred here. You know, actually recently the most recent one that I can recall is the meeting between President Biden and Xi Jinping for like that U.S.-China summit. It was here. So, and they've had like Mao Zedong, so the first leader of China, also conducted meetings here. 5-star hotel, so you're allowed to pick one of those vases to have. Yes, exactly. Well, it's not as expensive as you'd. So there's actually, according to my understanding, there's some. Oops, here we go. There's some regulation that requires that foreigners stay at 5-star hotels. So it's not like it's just because I am fancy. It's because it's actually required. The hotels here are quite inexpensive. So if, even a 5-star hotel, I would say, is only like probably 100 United States dollars per month. I mean, per month. I wish it was per month. You see, I'm delirious. And Sonia asked, aren't you sleepy? Why are you awake at 5 a.m.? Good question. It's because I simply, my sleep schedule, what time is it currently in America? Do I have any Americans in the chat? What time is it? Because I don't know. I have no idea. I traveled for the past 20 hours to get here, so I am freaking, 5 p.m. Okay, on the east side. So probably like 2 or 3 p.m. where I live. No, not per month. Sonia, not per month. That would be nice if it was that cheap, but absolutely not. Anyways, Reflow is packing his bag right now. Oh my gosh. Here, I'm just scrolling through the chat to see if I didn't miss anything. Okay. Anyways, there's some really cool, here I'll show you some of the cool art. So we are pretty close to Gugong, which is the Forbidden City. It's like a huge palace area constructed, you know what, I can't remember when it was constructed, probably at least 1,000 years years ago. You know, China has, oh, thank you, Refly. Oh my God, thank you. And hi, Wackett, welcome. Wackett, if I didn't say welcome to you earlier, I apologize. Welcome, everyone. Oh no, my voice is going out. You guys ever, when you first wake up, you get like, your voice is kind of fucked? That's how it is for me currently. I need to drink some water. Everyone, don't forget to drink water. Okay, so this is Beijing 是了在其中 yeah, I can't possibly. I'll try my best, but I can't possibly. Yeah, I really, you know, you've seen in my house, I have a ton of Chinese artwork. I'm absolutely in love with it. I think it's so beautiful. Thank you for the love, Hero. Thank you. Okay, should I really? I should really. But I don't have anywhere to put, you guys, I don't have anywhere to put down my, okay, we're gonna do a one-hand little thing. We're gonna do one hand, pull out my water bottle, and one hand hold myself. It's so loud, you guys. It's so freaking loud. I do not want to disturb the peace. Sometimes I'm wondering, like, if I'm supposed to be in certain areas, you know what I mean? I do not want to get in trouble. That'd be the last thing I want. Go outside? I could go outside. Yeah, I'll go outside later. Sure. No problem at all. Woke up the whole hotel for once. This is like when you're staying at a hotel with a relative and you're trying not to make any noise and you just end up, and these freaking water balls, dude, these water balls are like the loudest thing on earth. Like when you, and it, with this little thingy too, it drops down and it's like so loud. Sonia, is it cold? Is it rainy? Yes, it is. It's a little bit rainy. It's a little bit cold. So I would say like, I think it's 20 degrees Celsius. So here, I'll go outside. I'm no problem at all. I'll show you. I mean, there's not really a ton right out in front of the hotel, but I can show you guys. It's quite cold. So I brought like a jacket. Yeah. So, but how's everybody else doing? How are we doing this fine evening? What's on your mind? What philosophical question, pray tell, do you have for me? You will donate $10 if I find a snail. Okay, I'll look for one. I'll look. Okay, we're gonna go outside. I'm gonna leave this here. Okay. Okay, if you look very closely. Okay, this is a secret, okay? If you look very closely behind me, my husband is behind me. He told me he doesn't want to be on camera. Husband reveal. Okay, anyway, secret. He doesn't know. Got him. Okay, I'm gonna go outside. I'll show you. We're gonna go out the door. Extra $30. No, Sonia, no, I can't do that. I would not even for $30. Okay, we're outside. Got a nice street out there. Nothing too cool, except the front of the place is really cool. It's very fancy. Yeah, I know, pretty flowers, right? Yeah, it's very well maintained, well decorated. What's up, Beijing? What's up? Hero, so sorry that didn't play for you earlier. I have this thing where it only plays if on my speaker, so you can only barely hear the channel point redeems. I sincerely apologize. Rip, I know, I'm sorry here. Sorry, you wasted your money. wasted. I'm gonna sit down. Well, are people gonna think I'm just a weird... If I just sit here in front of the hotel? Okay, it's fine. We're just gonna sit here. People who... Do you guys get it? Or is it just me? Is it just people with anxiety who are like, I can't be here. No, like, I feel like I'm gonna get in trouble for this. Okay, thank you, Sonia. The voice of reason. I need a voice of reason. Sonia, you know, I could look for a snail. I could look in the flowers over there. Guard's already on the way. No. Mia, you're the same way. Yeah. Okay, you get it. You get it. Where you're just like, you don't want to disrupt the peace. You just wanna vibe. What's the point if you want? I question what? I'm thinking about this. I'm wondering certain things right now. Why? The question that comes to my mind is why. Okay, here I'll look over here at the... Is there a snail in there? Yeah, I know, poor snail. Sonia, let me ask, what has made you hate snails so much? Why are they the bane of your existence? Entertainment. This is entertaining for you? Sorry. Popman, assemble. Popman, assemble. They destroyed your car. Oh, okay, that makes sense, actually. Yeah, that's valid. That's valid. So it goes up like this, and then they deserve it. Philosophical question: Do snails deserve to die for destroying Sonia's garden? Now that's actually a good philosophical question. Were there a lot of hotels to choose from? Yeah, in Beijing for sure. Yeah, there's a ton of hotels. Sorry. Actually, so I wasn't the one who arranged this. Oh shit, hopefully I can get back in. Okay, it's opening. Phew. I was like, oh my god, wait, am I locked out of my own hotel? No, we're good. We're fine. Here's what the entryway looks like. I'm gonna go sit over here. I'm gonna go stand over here. Mushroom Fairy, hello, welcome. I know, I'm in China, look. Nothing more China than that. Let me see if I can read it. Arling Arunya. No, I can't possibly. I cannot possibly. This is like cursive Chinese. So extra, you know, convoluted isn't the word, but like, you know, fancy. I can't read it. There's so many cars outside. What's the population of Beijing? Oh my gosh, that's a good question. Several million people. Probably at least 10 million. I'm pulling that number out of my ass though. I'm not a very good international relations person. I should have looked up my statistics beforehand. Time to go to the 6 a.m. screening of Neja 2. I still haven't seen that. Was it good? Has anybody else seen it? I heard that, isn't that like the highest grossing movie of all time? And everybody's like, what? But it's because the sheer population of China came through. You know, so. Mushroom Fairy, you've never been able to read Chinese cursive or calligraphy. It's too exactly. I know. It's like, it's not even like cursive. It's like more difficult to read than cursive, in my opinion. Hi, Dom. Oh my gosh, my friends. Hello, all my friends. Sonia, I know it's several million. I know, I'm sorry. I can't look up the exact number right now. If anybody wants to look up the exact number. But Yes, you go out at any time of the day and there's going to be people out there. So you'll have like, and hopefully in one of my later streams, I'll show you like, they've got these little, what would you call it? Like mopeds, like small motorcycles. And they are just, you cannot walk down the street without being aggressively honked at. Because they'll just come and, if the light turns green and you are the pedestrian, you better run. Like you better get out of the way because there is no right of way. You just fight for your life. 1.4 billion people. Oh, that's the population of China. Yes, sorry, I thought they were asking the population of Beijing specifically. Yes, 1.4 billion in China. So you can deduce. But so like there's different tiers of cities. So Beijing is a tier 1 city, meaning it's. Oh, thank you so much for following.
At every moment.
You are this universe. Can I call you Junior? Welcome. Yeah, okay, you were asking. Okay. I just gaslighted myself. We love gaslighting. I'm like, wait, am I wrong about everything I've ever thought about? Anyone else? Anyone else do that? Just me? Okay. So somebody, like, I'll say something like with 100% confidence, and then somebody will be like, are you sure? And I'll be like, you're right, I don't know. Yeah, I'm like, you're right, I have no idea, I don't know. Okay, shall we go into the museum? We love gaslighting ourselves. Yes, I know. I love gaslighting. Okay, thank you, Sonia. You are a legend. Okay, look at this. Here we are, the museum. 22 million, oh yes. One is me. Shippity, welcome. How's it going? What's this about gaslighting ourselves? Oh shit, I'm sorry, Beef. I'm sorry, I profusely apologize. We don't do that. We never do that. So you see, look, 1901. So this is over 100 years old, this hotel. So just a little bit about the history. One of China's first hotels, and definitely China's first 5-star hotel or fancy hotel. So like it says, Beijing Hotel has evolved from a small tavern into an iconic establishment renowned as the only luxury hotel of the East. Now, let's preface, there are many luxury hotels in China now, but in the past, this is where all the business leaders and all the leaders of the world conducted their meetings. Museum in the hotel. I know, right? It's so cool. They've got like a little documentary thing here they're playing. It's in Chinese, so sorry, my finger. We're doing the informal, just like finger action. Hello, can I switch the camera, please? See, so this is one of the leaders of China. Oh, that's Zhou Enlai back there. I recognize him because of the eyebrows. Is that? Hi, Matrick. So you see here, picture of Mao Zedong, which is China's first leader of the Communist Party, and then Zhou Enlai, who is, I think he was the premier. No, I should know this, but very important historical figures. Here they are here. Oh, Felicity, have you been to China? Or are you talking about being in my stream?
You are.
Welcome. Oh, thank you for following.
At every moment.
Sonia, thank you for following. I appreciate that. You're locked in. Oh, thank you. You're so nice. I wasn't sure how I was going to go today. I was like, I don't know if I have any philosophical topics to talk about, but we can walk around my empty hotel. That could be fun. You can, okay, so Beef said, you can gaslight, here, let me scroll. You can gaslight in a good way. Ooh, can you? Now there's a question. Can you gaslight in a good way? Well, what's the definition of gaslighting first? Your app crashed, no. What is the definition? Let me think. It's like lying to yourself, right? It's lying. It's convincing someone that they are deluding themselves. That's my understanding of what gaslighting means. The practice of psychologically manipulating someone into questioning their own sanity, memory, or powers of reasoning. Ah, yes. Yes. Okay, thank you for the definitions. Sonia, you don't see any snails. Sorry. I'm back inside, so there's no snails inside. Do you dare to ask if they have any ranch dressing at breakfast, says Refly. First of all, I do not enjoy ranch dressing. How dare you? How dare you assume? Shipty-Doo says white lighting is the positive version. Wait a minute. Oh, hi, Modern Padawan. Welcome. Hello, my friend. How's it going? And also, Mia, thank you so much for doing. I saw you did a little announcement in Mushroom Fairy's Discord. That was really nice of you. Thank you. Welcome. We were doing a little tour of.
You are this universe.
Thank you for following.
And you are creating it at every moment.
Holy cow, this is awesome. So this is just going into like them preparing food for very important meetings that have occurred here. So here's another, this is Deng Xiaoping, who was another, actually a very important leader of China. He was crucial for a lot of the, I would say like modernization of China. He also had some interesting policies which actually made China a lot more democratic, a lot more capitalistic, a lot more democratic. You know, if he had his way like completely, China would be a lot more democratic than it is today. But because they did kind of roll back on a few of the policies he came out with, but he was crucial for like China's acquisition into the World Trade Organization. You know, for really opening up. They call it the reform and open up of China. China is not. No, Sonia, that's a good. Thank you for saying that. So actually, so that's a very interesting point of discussion that I would love to discuss, as someone who frequently loves to have conversations about what it's like to be here in China. I will say this is the safest I've ever felt by myself in the early hours of the morning or at night as a woman. I go outside and I feel like I'm fine outside. I would not go outside my city at this time in the morning. Well, okay, 5 a.m. is like, but if it was like 4 a.m. and before, I would not go outside. It would not be safe for me in America. But here in China, I do feel safe as a woman going outside. So you can do with that what you will. So look here, this is what I was talking about. So you see Biden and Xi Jinping in, oh, this was in 2011. I think they had another picture from the summit in 2020, what was it, 2022, 2023? I think it was 2023. Anyways. So Sonia, so they do have a lot of surveillance. That is true. That is correct.
This universe.
Thank you so much for following, Grimes. Thank you. Welcome. We're talking about some of the potential, I wouldn't say misconceptions. I would just say like very nuanced ideas of China. So I'm gonna yap for a bit if that's all right. People in the West often have this idea that if you go to China, it's gonna be a scary place, or it's gonna be like, you know, or that the people are oppressed or something like that. I don't know. There's a lot of interesting narratives in Western media that kind of paint China as this very overbearing, you know, they inflict on people's freedoms, you know, people don't have a lot of freedom, et cetera, et cetera. And, you know, I think it's much more nuanced than that. I think that, yes, there are more rules and regulations, but if you actually ask people about their experience living here, and again, this is like broadly speaking, there are definitely a lot of things occurring that are not okay, but just like any country, right? There's a lot of things in America that are occurring that are not okay, you know? So, about like surveillance, for example. So when you drive down the street, you will have cameras taking photos of you as you drive. There's a lot of facial recognition. There's a lot of, you know, I always tell the story of my aunt who was speeding in her friend's car, and the camera caught her, not the car, and gave her a ticket because it recognized her face. So, you know, it's a very good system. However, if you ask anybody, they'll be like, well, because China's population is so massive. Well, no, so they say because China's population is so massive, it's actually ideal to have this amount of surveillance because no. You know, people also think you're not allowed to talk freely. I think there's certain things that you probably shouldn't talk about, especially if you're going to be disrespectful. But if you're talking in like an objective or, you know, respectful point of view, it really is. So okay, what I was saying earlier about the surveillance. So people say, well, because the cities have, you know, 20 million people, Beijing has 20 million people, smaller cities, even the smallest of cities, sometimes have 1 million, 2 million. When you have that many cars on the road, you know, it becomes difficult to just have policemen constantly. Because here in America, we have policemen like who pull people over and give them a ticket, right? But you think about the logistics of doing that for a city with 10, 20 million people, you know, it's insane. So they tell me, I've asked like taxi drivers, I've asked my family members, what do you feel about, you know, this surveillance system? And they do say, well, it makes it more safe. It makes it more safe. It makes our cities more safe. So that's my answer. Was there anything in particular that sparked my interest? Actually, you know, this is an interesting story. I have been interested in Chinese culture since I was like, when I was 7 years old, I had 10 years old, something around there. I had a little stuffed animal that I named Yao Ming. Can you believe this? I don't know why. I just had this obsession with the Chinese basketball player, Yao Ming. And so I named my stuffed animal that. So, hyperfixation. Anyway, let me look through my chat's a little bit backed up. Sorry, I'm trying to, I can't scroll through my chat. My chat's broken. One guy got caned in Hong Kong for graffiti. Yeah, I mean, somebody in Singapore got caned for chewing gum. Although, like I think he spit chewing gum onto the sidewalk. Streams get banned for crazy reasons in the United States, yeah. Sonia, if I find a snail sometime in the future, I don't know if I will specifically go and look for a snail currently, but if I do find a snail, I'll feel free to share a picture of it on my Discord. I will not step on it though. I draw the line at stepping on it. Sorry, I'm unable to. Anyways, so it's not as serious as you might think. There are some aspects that are definitely more serious, and although for a foreigner like myself, it's a lot easier to get away with certain things, I think, because of sheer ignorance. Sometimes I use, so for example, I was going through customs and I didn't know my hotel address, so I didn't put anything down, and they asked me what my what hotel I'd be staying at, and I was like, I'm sorry, I don't know. My husband knows. I played the ignorance card, and it worked. So sometimes you can play the ignorance card, but yeah, Matrick, I don't know. Don't ask. Well, Sonia is a snail hater, apparently. Yeah, no snail steppers in chat. Sorry, Sonia, you're the only one. You're the only one. By the way, if I missed anybody's comment, please send it again. I'm so sorry. My setup is special. It's got like, we're using Prism to do this. Sometimes I have on the right like a little chat preview, but it doesn't allow me to scroll, unfortunately. So I'm sorry. Sonia said, you personally believe freedom matters more than security, since all that surveillance can be used with malicious intent. Yeah, I guess you would ask yourself the question, like, why? Why would they want to use it with malicious intent? I think that's important. Like, why would people use the resources? Like, why would the Chinese government, for example, use their resources to do something malicious to you, to an ordinary person who hasn't really done anything, you know? I think sorry. Everyone drink water. Everyone, it's very important to drink water. I lost my water a while back. Maybe I should go back and get it. Okay, sounds like some people do not want to discuss politics. And that's completely fine. Listen, I'm fine to talk politics. I'm fine to not. I'm fine either way. Although I do love clearing up misconceptions. That's one of my favorite things to do. So, just to recap, it's safe to be here. I feel secure. Are there some problematic aspects? Absolutely, but I mean, you can think about. Yes, I need to be next to him. I need to hydrate. I know. Mia, I love your answer. I love your answer. I think that's exactly the same as mine. Everybody has a different way of doing things. And different countries have different narratives, you know? Sorry, excuse me. Okay, I'm gonna genuinely go get my water. But different countries have different narratives they tell themselves about other countries, and you know, often it's not true. So I think that come on, chat, boycott chat with me. Oh, you're not typing anything else? Oh shit. Okay, I'm going right now. I'm gonna drink right now. It's happening. Water, please. Don't worry, you're not on camera. My husband's right there. Don't worry, I won't show him. I won't show your face on camera. As much as I would like to. Cheers. Cheers. Okay. Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh, Dom, I'm so sorry that that happened to your friend. Yes, please be there for your friend. This stream is for entertainment purposes only, or if you want to talk to me. But please prioritize the important things in your life. Those come first. Padawan, you got a hot pop for a meeting? Oh, thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much for stopping by. It was so nice to meet you and talk to you. Feel free to come back anytime. I'll be continuing to do some streams. Not sure what we're gonna do, but we're gonna figure it out. And if you ever want to come to me with a philosophical question, that's kind of my thing I like doing. Normally we have like philosophical discussions as we play like video games or cook or do stuff like that. So, but yeah, thank you again. Bye. Shippity-doo, how do the public restrooms? That's a great question. That is a fantastic question. So, so they do have squat toilets here in China. So if you've never seen a squat toilet before, you could look it up, but I will warn you, if you're sensitive to kind of gross images, because when I looked it up, it came up with a couple kind of gross images, but it is what it is. So basically it's like a hole in the ground, but it's not a hole in the ground. It's a nice porcelain hole in the ground that you step on and you squat and you go. Yes, Mia, have you heard of a squat toilet before? They are, because I hadn't until I came here, and then I saw one. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so interesting. So yeah, it's got two little places where you'll here, let me do my squat. So like, you'll have like two places on the floor where you'll like step on it, and then the hole will be like right here, and then you squat down. You squat down. You squat like this. See, I'm simulating. What's the word? I'm demonstrating. I'm demonstrating. Probably shouldn't have done a close-up of that area, but I'm wearing pants. I am delusional. Okay. Anyways, so one very, very important thing to note is that you need to bring toilet paper with you. There will not be toilet paper in the bathroom 90% of the time, okay? Oh, you're a hoverer as well. Oh my gosh, a fellow hoverer. Welcome. I mean, you are so welcome here. Hi, Michael. Welcome. Mia, you get me. Yeah, I'm also a hoverer. I squatted anyway, so honestly, these toilets were made for me. I squat over the Western toilets. Like, I will not let my ass touch a public toilet seat. I could never. Some people take the time to, take the toilet paper and put it on the seat and then sit on the toilet paper. I'm simply too lazy for that. So I just, the way me and germs don't get along. Yeah, real. So anyways, you will need to bring toilet paper with you because it is truly a shame as a woman who always needs toilet. I mean, as a man, sometimes you can get away with no toilet paper, but as a woman, we need toilet paper. So, I mean, I guess you could use your hand in a very dire circumstance. But yeah, so bring your own toilet paper and you'll be fine. Oh, and your own hand sanitizing wipes, because there's often also no sink or no soap. So, you just gotta accommodate what you're used to, what you want. Whenever you go to a foreign place, just think really hard about like what you need to feel comfortable, and then bring your own accommodations. That's what I like doing. Don't expect other places to conform to your needs. just try your best. No sink, no soap, no water. Next, no walls. Sometimes. Actually, refly, actually, sometimes that can be the case. More like no doors to the, there's a really interesting place. I think it's in Yunnan. There's like a traditional style of toilet where the water actually is continuously flowing through. So you go behind, I saw a video of it, you go behind a wall and there's this like channel and the water washes away whatever you do. Although when I think about that, I would want to be the furthest downstream. No. Would I rather be the furthest downstream or the one upstream that everybody has to see whatever I did? Anyway, sorry. If you're sorry, it's just gross. Ew. Upstream. Oh, okay. See, I'm like, I wouldn't want other people to see. You know what I mean? So I would be downstream. I'd be the most downstream, probably. But then I would also have to suffer the consequences. Consequences both times. Is there awesome food here there? Yes, Matrick. There's awesome food here. Last night we had roast duck, which was amazing. I thought about streaming, but I was like, yeah, I'm too tired. But I do want to stream at one point and show you guys what an actual setup looks like. So they've got, the Lazy Susan, the thing you can the circular table you can spin around. You'd be first, loud and proud. Oh, loud and proud. We're talking about the toilets. Okay. I love your confidence. I admire your confidence, Beef. Teach me your ways. I think you are slowly. I have some things to learn still, but Shippity said, I bet someone has already designed a squat helper knee brace. So yes, so there is a handicap option for people who cannot squat, and it basically is it's got two handlebars.
This universe, and you are created at every moment.
Thank you for following, Michael. That's so nice of you. You are this universe. So basically it's like a... Call me asparagus. You can place a toilet seat onto, so it's like the frame, and then there's like the toilets. This is a toilet seat. Can you imagine it? You put it on, and then you sit on the... I'm not very good at it. Yeah, whatever. It is what it is. But yeah, so there are accommodations. If you're unable to squat, that would be... The knee brace is hands-free. Oh, it's my gift to the world thanks to this stream. Wait, are you gonna design one? You gonna design a new? I'd love to see that. A knee brace. Wait, is it like one of those chairs that like you attach to your legs and then you can sit wherever? I love that idea. Hi, Michael. Mushroom Fairy said, Truffle. Truffle said, what am I most looking forward to during my trip? Oh my gosh, that's a good question. Honestly, I might go sit down actually. See if I can sit down. Well, I'll keep walking around actually. I like walking. But the thing I was looking forward to most, because I've seen most of the tourist destinations in China. So, and that's cool. Can you sit down? Good question, Beef. Okay, I'm gonna go sit down right now. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So I love being here. Just being here. That's all. Being amongst people who are different than me. I love it. It's a change of perspective. It's a change of Oh, thank you for cheering. Oh my gosh, thank you. You're so nice. Thank you for the little bits. Okay, I'm setting up my tripod. Here, maybe I should do my B right here. 1 second. Give me 1 second. Okay, there we go. But like the second that I arrived in Beijing, I was very happy. Just hearing the sounds, the sights, the smells, the everything. Something you need to know. Okay, so the instant I sat down, somebody started vacuuming. Okay, that's fine. Can you guys hear it? Hopefully not. Joy. I'm glad you're feeling joy. That's what I want everyone to feel. I'm glad you feel joy. I feel joy. I feel joy when I'm here. It sounds a bit like a siren. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna move. Should I move? I'm gonna move. God damn it. It just barely. It's okay. We're gonna walk over here. I'm gonna compress my tripod. My mic is doing a good job. Excellent. It's okay. I'll accommodate. Anyways, so something you need to know about walking on the streets, especially in Beijing, is there will be a lot of noise. There will be a lot of smoke. And people, so according to traditional Chinese medicine, it is actually really good for the body to remove, there's like 5 things. It's like saliva, burping, farting, yawning. All those are ways to remove, so like spitting, all those are ways to remove like, I would say like negative energy, bad energy, or like excessive heat. So people will spit on the street. So you just you know, but the reason why they do it is, you know, it's good for your health, and it's also good to. Oh, is this my first visit? No, so I've actually been here quite a few times, like four times, I think. 4 or 5 times, 4 times. And every time I come, you know, I love it more and more. You know, there's just little things that I love. I love actually hearing. I love hearing the noise of people spit on the sidewalk. They go, you know, it's like, oh, it really just. I'm like, yep, I'm in China. This is awesome. Like I'm here. You have like cigarette smoke blowing. I'm trying to like be realistic, but I'm also not trying to paint it in a negative light. It is what it is. I think that you just have to embrace the parts that normally you're not used to. You know, oh my gosh, Beef, did you make a clip? Thank you. Oh no, oh no. Oh no, oh, I'm gonna look at it later. Oh, I can't see it from here, but I'm gonna see it later. Switching to mobile. Oh, thank you for lurking. Oh dear, me when I'm perceived. So let's talk about things, because I hate when foreigners talk about China only in negative. And again, it's not negative to me. Like I go out onto the street. And it's, you know, there's people honking horns, and there's cigarette smoke blowing in my face, and, you know, people spitting on. And I'm like, for me, I enjoy it, but I know it's making it sound like it's not very fun. I think it's fun. It's different. It's just fantastic. Let's talk about some more positive things. People are so friendly. Holy shit. My aunt, well, it's the vibes of the city. It sounds fun. Oh, okay, I'm glad you get what I'm trying to communicate. Yeah. It's just fun. I don't know. It's just different. The way people act is so different and so like people are very friendly. So you'll take a taxi and you'll be able to ask the taxi driver like about all the different locations. But like maybe this is just a characteristic of my aunt. She's very friendly. She'll just be like instantly friends with whoever she meets. She'll just like put her arm around their shoulder and be like, "Isn't that right, Mr. Taxi Driver? Isn't that right?" You know, like very friendly. But you know, the taxi drivers are always willing to tell you anything about tourist destinations or like, oh, and by the way, so my aunt lost her phone in the taxi yesterday, and she called the taxi driver back and was like, my phone. And he actually brought it to the hotel for her, which was really nice. So yeah, he drove all the way back to the hotel and brought it back. Mia also said lots of nature. So in Beijing, you know, yeah, there's a lot of green spaces. Yeah, I would say that. I mean, I wish I could kind of show you outside. It's a little bit too dark right now, but lots of parks, lots of, you know, trees, greenery. You know, most of it's man-made. Not a lot of wild spaces left in China, you know, but definitely a lot of, you could go to like a nature park or something. But in the city, I would actually say there's more greenery than like Los Angeles, for example. I've been to Los Angeles or like New York, and I wasn't that impressed with how much green spaces there were. Beef said, my girlfriend lost her phone this weekend at the Ren Fair. No. Oh, and somebody brought it to security. Oh, that's good. Oh, even though it got rained on. Oh boy. Yeah, people are nice. And here's something I always like to remind myself is that people are generally good. People in general are nice, good, well-meaning. You can go anywhere in the world and find that. Doesn't matter what country, doesn't matter where you are. You know, there are kind people everywhere. Another very important thing to remember, world syndrome is a real thing. Mean world syndrome is a real thing. Oh, yeah. So, let me think about what I was saying earlier. Oh, yeah, so so I think Refly asked, what am I going to do today? Today I think we're going to go clothes shopping. So that's why I did a stream right now, because we're not really doing anything too interesting. We're going to have breakfast. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day here. It's very important. If you miss breakfast, you'll be like, what are you doing? So, fellow breakfast avoiders like me, better eat your breakfast. Beef said, the belief that the world is more dangerous and frightening than it actually is, largely due to overexposure of violent media. Exactly. Beef, this reminds me of the conversation we were having earlier, for sure. You know, what I like to say is, I wish that everybody in America, well, everybody in the West could visit this place at least once. Could visit China, could visit places that are different, and I call it touching grass. It's basically like the ultimate form of touching grass. Touching grass is more than just like reaching down and, you know, stroking a plant, which you can do. That was my water bottle, by the way. Fuck. Anyways, I'm touching this plant. Fuck, I just woke up the entire freaking hotel. With that freaking water bottle. Okay. Breakfast is propaganda. Dom. Yeah, I know. So I'm assuming you're a fellow breakfast avoider. No, here it's very important. It's very important to eat your breakfast. Why is my screen so dark? Is my phone okay? Yeah, my phone's okay. My husband's like, thank God I can act like I don't know her. Exactly. Yeah, nobody thinks we're married. Yeah, nobody would ever assume that we are married. So, people always assume that he was born here because his accent is so good. But actually, that causes problems for him when he presents his US passport, because then people think he's a spy. He gets stopped every single time when he goes through border security because people are like so confused. They're like, why are you speaking perfect Chinese, but you're American? Okay, that's suspicious. So, okay, oh wait, okay, my camera decided to be okay. Hold that thought. Okay, oh, sorry, ads. Oh no. I'm sorry, everyone who had to be subjected to ads. I'll just keep yapping. But yeah, breakfast here typically is like, you could have like boiled eggs, this thing called a youtiao, which is like a fried bread, like rice porridge, really good. A lot of like little, like super light, not too hearty, not too salty foods. A lot of like kind of bland, just to get your digestive system started, get things started. Yes, because everybody knows spies can't fit. Well, I don't know. It's just strange. It's just strange. Truffle said that breakfast sounds good as fuck. It is good as fuck. Yeah, it's excellent. Sometimes there'll be like little pickled vegetables as well. Welcome back from ads, beef. Sorry that we had to subject you to ads. Fruit, tea. Oh my gosh, tea with every meal, very important. Last night they gave us, and sometimes tea can just be like hot water and like lemon. How dare I need to make a living off of my 5 cents? Just kidding. I shouldn't make those kind of comments. They're insensitive. Listen, I only make that comment because like listen, if I could turn off the ads, I would. 100%. I would. Yeah, they add up. Yeah, I know. I should be grateful for my 5 cents. No, it's only because I desperately would like to turn off ads. But I can't. As an affiliate, once you go affiliate, you can't go back. Here's my 2 cents. Oh my gosh, Michael, you didn't have to do that. Thank you. You're so nice. Oh my gosh, you're so sweet. Thanks for those 2 cents. I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful. No, I'm just joking around. I'm mostly just pissed that they force ads in situations where, it's not, like I would understand ads if it was like I had a couple thousand followers. Like I'm just understanding from like from a benefiting Twitch point of view. So anyway, you got a level 4 hype train today? No, you didn't. Beef, congratulations. That's so cool. I love that. What game did you play today? What were you doing? Don says, are you checking out any spiritual stuff? I will be going to, there's a big Buddha I think it's in Sichuan. It's called Le Shan Da Fo. It's like this really cool Buddha that's carved out of a mountain. We'll be going there for sure. But other than that, I'm not sure. I'm still reading my Bhagavad Gita. Holy shit. I actually wanted to talk about that. Dude, I'm going to throw away this book. Not the Bhagavad Gita, but the specific book that I'm reading with the the guru's interpretations of things. I've had it. I've had it. Dude, Dom, dude. Oh, I just read some. Sorry, I'm being loud. I need to not be loud. People are starting to wake up in the hotel. I think it's like 6 a.m. now. Anyway, it's got me all riled up. One of the passages that it just talked about was how women are less intelligent than men. Like it was like, and it presented it in like a very objective point of view. Like, yes, women are fundamentally less intelligent than men and should be protected from fraternizing with, from being corrupted. They're going to be corrupted. And I was like, at that point, I was like, okay, I've had it. I cannot do this. Like I was like, okay, we're reading some interesting ideas here. All right. It's a little bit, I would say contains a few outdated ideas. Fine. That's okay. But we still check out different people's opinions because I think that's valid. That's valuable, not just avoid something because you disagree with it. But at this point, I think there's a point you reach where you just like, so many shitty ideas pile up that you're like, I can't do this. Like, I apologize. I am unable. Is that Russian? Unfortunately, I'm not Russian. Although, a lot of people in China think I'm Russian. They don't expect an American to be Marisia. That's my Russian name. Oh, is that my name? Oh my God. Is that my name in Russian? Holy shit. That's so cool. Oh, it might be Ukrainian too. Oh, well, if it's Ukrainian or Russian. Well, we welcome everyone from around the world. But unfortunately, I'm unable to read. I'm just going to leave it at that. Unfortunately, I can't read. No, I'm just kidding. Look at this, you guys. We have friends all over the world. It's perfect. Oh my gosh, this is perfect. We have friends all over the world. So true. In China, in Ukraine, in Russia, in every country, we have friends. That's my international relations perspective. Yeah. People to people diplomacy is most important to me. I think they're asking what you prefer to be called. Oh. My name is Marissa. Marissa. You can call me anything, actually. I don't care. You can call me anything. Anything you want, sweetie. Anything you want. You can have a good friend in any country. So true, Refly. I have good friends from Afghanistan, from India, from China, luckily, one of the good things about being in America is the vast amount of diversity of people. So you can meet a lot of, I love having people be friends with me who, just think about the world in completely different ways. I think it's so fascinating and fun. Any Randy Newman fan? Oh, sorry, Beef. I don't know who that is. You got a friend in me. Oh, so wholesome. But yeah, do you guys agree? Yeah, I would love to debunk that mean world. What was it you were talking about earlier, Beef? The mean world theory, mean world idea. People, instead of being continuously absorbed by all the negativity of the media, go and see for yourself. Yeah, okay, mean world syndrome, thank you. Go see it for yourself. Find out for yourself. Do some, deductive reasoning, inductive reasoning. I should know this. Unfortunately, I've forgotten everything from my from my time in college. do some reasoning, do some research. See it with your own eyes, touch it with your own hands. That's why I invite everyone to come here to China and just see for themselves. Because China is a truly delightful place. Terminally online. Oh my God, don't even get me started. Dude, every single time I get into a really negative spiral, I start thinking that the world's going to shit, everything sucks, blah, blah, blah. I realize it's because I haven't gone outside in like 3 days. Like, I've been inside. I've simply been inside for too long. I need to go outside and talk to people. Because when you do that...
This universe.
Oh, Taurus, thank you so much for following.
At every moment.
Thank you for following. You are this universe. You just need more sunlight. Yeah, exactly. You need more vitamin D. You need more vitamin D. I think I'm actually vitamin D deficient. You need to take... oh my gosh, thank you, Beef. Wow. Beef, you are so helpful today. Deductive reasoning moves from a general rule to a specific guaranteed conclusion, while inductive reasoning moves from specific observations. Okay, inductive reasoning. That's what I was trying to say. Oh, thank you. That's so nice of you, Torres. Thank you. Today, every day, you're helpful every day, but especially today. Especially. Okay. Mushroom, Truffle asked, how's the weather in China? China is a huge country. If you superimpose it onto, I think you can fit, so like, okay, no, if you superimpose it onto Europe, it's like a little bit bigger than Europe, the whole of Europe, or like it's roughly the same size as the United States. I think it's roughly the size of the United States. So like, but also not even that. I think it's bigger than the United States. We might be, anyways, it's big. And there's so many different climate zones. So like over on the coast, it's more moderate, down closer to the equator. I mean, it doesn't really approach the equator, but like the closer you get south, it's very humid, very tropical. It's got some tropical areas. It's got some areas that are very similar to like Russia, or like, there's a region called Harbin, which is in the north, and they've got these really cool ice sculptures in the wintertime. And it gets very cold there, very, very cold. Beef, what's the question? We're making sure that the information I'm giving is valid, that China is roughly the size of the United States. I think it's slightly bigger. I want to make sure I'm giving correct information though. But you don't have to look it up, it's okay. Well, nobody's coming to this stream for, what's the word, like, we're not teaching a class. We're not teaching a college class, so. I love your answer. By total area, the U.S. is slightly larger. Wait, no. If you, well, this directly mimics my my thought process. See, it's a little bit of both. A little bit of both. It's bigger than mainland U.S., but maybe with Alaska, the U.S. barely wins. Right. I was thinking of the continental. The United States without the islands, without Alaska, and without Hawaii. Yes, because I'm visualizing it. I'm visualizing like superimposing China onto the United States, and it looks a little bit bigger. Okay, well, now that we've got it straight, yeah, so there's areas that are similar to Russian climate, like very, very cold in the winter. There are tropical areas down in the south, which are like hot and humid all the time. So I'm going to go to Sichuan, which is a little bit more moderate. Beijing is also a little bit moderate. So Beijing is pretty close to I'm not sure how far away it is from the coast, but it is still pretty regulated, pretty well. The temperature is pretty well regulated. So it only gets to, I would say, as low as like, I wouldn't say it goes below 0 Fahrenheit. It does snow sometimes, just a tiny bit. It mostly rains. But yeah, moderate. So, anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. It's fun. This has been fun. I'm just walking around the empty lobby, hanging out, waiting for everybody else to wake up. I woke up at 4 a.m. I was like, I couldn't go back to sleep because I went to bed at 8:30 p.m. That's how tired I was. I was literally falling asleep as I was eating. So, yes, truffle. So, Yunnan. Oh, thank you again, Michael. You're so nice. Thanks for the bits. So I've always wanted to go to Yunnan because it is one of the most biodiverse areas on the globe. I did like a research paper on like Yunnan. So, because it's just remarkable. Like, so they do grow a lot of tea there. They do grow a lot of rubber there, which unfortunately is degrading the environment a little bit, but there's still a lot that's preserved. So a lot of like tropical, almost like, I wouldn't say like full on jungle, because it is quite, there's not a lot of areas that are completely untouched by human hands. Just like most of the world, honestly. But yeah, I wanted to go, and the diversity of people as well. So there's a lot of like ethnic groups. So there's 52 or 53 different ethnic groups in China, just in China. It's so cool. And a lot of them speak different languages. A lot of them speak different dialects, have completely different cultures. I'm hoping that eventually I'll be able to show you guys some of the like Xinjiang culture. So you know the Xinjiang province, there's quite a lot of Muslims there, but actually the dance and the music from that region is very popular around the rest of China. So people will dance to music and it sounds very, I would say like very, almost like it's from Turkey. I think that, and there's also like, so where I lived last summer in Ningxia, that is also a special region for a specific ethnic group of people called the Hui people, which Hui people, they kind of use that term as it's almost like a term that envelops a lot of different Muslim ethnic groups. But it's so cool to see the clothing is so unique. I mean, it really truly looks like you're in Turkey or like a different country, but no, it's all part of China. So the main ethnic group, Han Chinese, is kind of what when you think of, you know, a Chinese person, I mean, stereotypically, I would say, so definitely the majority of people, the main ethnic group is Han Chinese. But there are these 52 other ethnic groups that are quite diverse and quite interesting and spread throughout China. So if you like look up, if you Google China diversity, you will find a lot of really interesting things. So a big misconception I think people have of China is that Because I've heard from people in the West, like, oh yeah, they all think the same. No. I couldn't be further from the truth. Again, I want to reiterate, people are not their governments. People are not their governments. And even so, like, whatever political beliefs people have, that doesn't define them as a whole, as a whole person. At least I hope not. Like, I hope nobody sees that of me. Like, you know, people are so nuanced. Oh, you gotta go? Well, thank you again for stopping by, Beef. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna end it in a little bit, but it's been so nice to talk to you. Thanks for looking stuff up for me. It was super helpful. But, yeah, I guess that's a good, I think that's a good discussion to end on. China is a very diverse and interesting place, and come see it for yourself. I feel like you gotta go to sleep. Okay. Yeah, come see it for yourself. And be cautious of whatever messages you are hearing from outside sources. Come here for yourself. Look, do some of your own research. See things with your own eyes.
What's up, Beijing?
What's up, Beijing? Oh, it's inspired you to get back to learning about China. Oh, I'm so glad, Truffle. Thank you so much, you guys, for hanging out. It's been truly fun. You know, I would love to raid somebody. However, I don't know. I don't know if I can do it from my mobile. Let me look. I'm gonna look. Oops, not that. Do we have anybody that's like a smaller streamer that's, oh, actually, here, I've got my friend, I haven't met them yet, but I would love to raid because they do like, so Rexler's a lot like me. They do yoga sometimes during their streams, which I love. So let us raid them. So please, if everybody could stick around just for a minute for the raid. Rexler 1986.
This universe, and you are created.
Shippity, thank you so much for following. That is so nice of you. I appreciate it. Okay, sorry, hold on. Please hold. I think I can do it from my own chat. Here, I'm gonna make you guys the other direction. Sorry, I look really stupid right now. I don't know if this is gonna work. If it works, it works. And then if not. Oh, I think it worked. Oh my God. Yay. Okay, great. Yeah, thank you again, you guys. So next time I go live, I will be announcing it in the Discord. So yeah. I appreciate you all. Have a fantastic night, fantastic day, and I'll see you later. Okay, bye-bye. I think. Can I do it now? Oh my God. Okay, it's gonna raid in 5 seconds. I'm just gonna sit here until then. We're gonna awkwardly stare at each other until then. Come on. Hello? Oh, there we go. Bye.